Welcome to the channel. Today we will be exploring some amazing facts. We take a look at everything from modern medicine to everyday household items. Some of them will surprise you, while others might disturb you a little. But before we begin, please take a moment to subscribe to the channel so you'll be notified when we post a new video. Now, here are 20 random facts that will probably disturb you a little. Fact 1. The ancient Romans used powdered bones in their tooth cleaning mixtures. They would grind bones along with materials like crushed oyster shells, charcoal and bark, to make a powder that acted as an abrasive to clean teeth. These abrasives were mixed with other ingredients to form a paste or powder that helped remove plaque and polish teeth. Fact 2. Fecal transplants are now a medical treatment for serious gut infections. A fecal transplant, also known as fecal microbiota transplantation, or FMT, is a medical procedure where stool from a healthy donor is transferred into the gastrointestinal tract of a person suffering from certain gut-related conditions, especially recurrent Clostridioides difficile, or C. diff, infections. The goal is to restore a balanced, healthy microbiome in the patient, as C. diff often occurs after antibiotics disrupt the natural balance of bacteria in the gut. The procedure can be done through various methods: enema, colonoscopy, nasogastric tube, or even capsules. Fact 3. Many lipsticks contain fish scales to create a shimmery effect. The ingredient responsible for the shimmer is called guanine, a substance derived from fish scales, primarily from herring. Guanine reflects light in a way that produces a pearlescent or shimmery effect, which is popular in lipsticks, nail polishes, and other makeup products. While guanine is still used in some cosmetics, synthetic alternatives and minerals like mica have become more common in recent years, especially as the beauty industry has shifted towards vegan and cruelty-free products. Fact 4. The brain has no pain receptors, which is why brain surgery can be done while a patient is awake. In these procedures, the scalp, skull, and meninges, the brain's protective layers, need anesthesia, as they contain pain receptors. Awake brain surgery can be beneficial for certain types of operations, especially those involving areas critical for speech, movement, or other functions. Keeping the patient awake allows surgeons to monitor their responses and ensure vital functions are not impacted during the surgery. Fact 5. You have insect parts in your peanut butter. The FDA allows a certain amount of insect fragments in peanut butter, along with other foods, under what's called the Food Defect Action Levels, which is a bit over 3.5 ounces. So in a pound, about 453 grams that could amount to around 136 fragments. The reason is that it's nearly impossible to prevent small fragments of insects from ending up in foods during harvesting and processing, especially with natural products. The FDA sets these allowances to keep foods safe, while accounting for these unavoidable defects. A single sneeze can propel germs at speeds up to 40 miles per hour. Research suggests that sneeze droplets can travel at speeds between 30 to 40 miles per hour and can spread germs over distances of up to 20 feet. The force and speed of sneezing help explain why illnesses can spread quickly in crowded spaces if people aren't covering their sneezes. Fact 7. Some perfumes and colognes use whale vomit, called ambergris, as a key ingredient. Ambergris is a rare substance produced in the digestive system of sperm whales, often referred to as whale vomit, although it's more commonly expelled as waste. It has a unique, sweet and earthy scent, and historically, ambergris has been highly valued as a fixative in perfumes to make scents last longer. Ambergris forms as a result of the whale's digestive process and can sometimes wash ashore. Due to its rarity and distinctive properties, it has been prized in the perfume industry for centuries, though synthetic alternatives are often used today to avoid relying on animal-derived ingredients. Fact 8. Human stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve a razor blade, though it's dangerous to test. Human stomach acid is primarily hydrochloric acid with a pH around 1.5 to 3, making it capable of breaking down many materials, including metal. Experiments have shown that stomach acid can corrode materials as tough as razor blades, though obviously it would be incredibly dangerous to test this directly. However, while stomach acid is powerful, it's generally not safe to swallow sharp or metal objects, as they can cause physical damage to the digestive tract long before they might dissolve. Fact 9. Tapeworms can live in a human body for up to 30 years and grow up to 30 feet long. Tapeworms can live inside a human host for several decades, sometimes up to 30 years, and grow quite large, though reaching 30 feet is rare. Species like the beef tapeworm, Taenia saginata, and fish tapeworm, Diphyllobothrium latum, can grow over 25 feet in length under certain conditions. Tapeworms attach to the intestinal wall and absorb nutrients through their skin, allowing them to survive in the human digestive system for many years. Infections may go unnoticed or produce mild symptoms, but large tapeworms can cause digestive discomfort, weight loss, or malnutrition if they remain untreated. Fact 10. Every human sheds about 40 pounds of skin over their lifetime. Our skin cells regenerate continuously, with the outer layer, epidermis, renewing itself roughly every 2 to 4 weeks. This results in shedding millions of skin cells every day, which adds up to around 40 pounds over a typical lifespan. Fact 11. The Chromodorus reticulata, a type of sea slug, is known for its unusual reproductive method of losing its penis after mating. This marine slug actually disposes of its penis after mating and then regrows it, ready to mate again within 24 hours. This phenomenon is rare, and believed to be a way to prevent the transfer of sperm from other competing mates, as well as to reduce the risk of injury or infection after mating. Fact 12. The average mattress can double in weight over 10 years due to dust mites and their waste. Mattresses can indeed accumulate dust, dead skin cells, dust mites, and their waste over time, which can increase their weight. Regular cleaning, vacuuming, and using protective covers can help minimize dust mites and extend the mattress's lifespan without too much weight gain. Fact 13. Cell phones have more bacteria than a toilet seat. Studies have shown that cell phones can accumulate significant bacteria due to frequent handling and exposure to various surfaces, as they are rarely cleaned. People use their phones throughout the day, in places like kitchens, bathrooms, and public spaces, which exposes them to more germs. Comparatively, toilet seats tend to be cleaned more regularly, and are made from materials that are easier to sanitize. Common bacteria found on phones include E. coli, Staphylococcus aureus, and other microbes from skin, food, and the environment. Regular cleaning of phones with appropriate disinfecting wipes can help reduce this bacterial load. Fact 14. Flies taste with their feet and can't resist sweet foods even if they're decaying. Flies have taste receptors on their feet, allowing them to taste surfaces simply by landing on them. This ability helps them quickly identify food sources, especially sugary or decaying substances, which they are naturally drawn to. They are particularly attracted to sweet and rotting foods, as these provide the nutrients they need for survival. Fact 15. There are more bacterial cells in your body than human cells. The human body hosts a vast array of bacteria, particularly in the gut, where the microbiome plays a crucial role in digestion, immunity, and overall health. These bacteria fall into several broad types and families, each serving different functions. Each of these bacterial groups interacts with the body differently. Some produce essential vitamins, like vitamin K and B vitamins, while others modulate inflammation, protect against pathogens, and even influence metabolism and mental health. Chapter 16. Tapeworms can grow in the human brain. The condition is called neurocysticercosis. This occurs when Taenia solium, the pork tapeworm larvae, enter the brain tissue, causing cysts to form. People typically contract neurocysticercosis by consuming food or water contaminated with tapeworm eggs, which can hatch in the intestines and migrate to various body tissues, including the brain. Chapter 17. Many canned food products contain a safe amount of bisphenol A or BPA, which is, controversial for potential health risks. Bisphenol A or BPA is a chemical often used in the lining of metal cans to prevent corrosion and contamination of food. While BPA has been shown to leach into food from these linings, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, and other regulatory bodies consider low levels of BPA exposure safe for most people. However, BPA is controversial because of its potential health risks, as it can mimic estrogen and potentially disrupt hormone function. Research has linked high levels of BPA exposure to various health issues, including reproductive problems, cardiovascular disease, and some cancers. Due to these concerns, some companies have phased out BPA from their products or labeled their cans as BPA-free, though BPA or similar chemicals are still used in many canned goods. Fact 18. Micromorts measure the risk of death from various activities like skydiving or smoking. A micromort is a unit of risk that represents a 1 in a million chance of death. It's used to quantify and compare the risk of various activities or situations, giving people a tangible way to understand the odds of fatality. For example, smoking 1.4 cigarettes carries a micromort of 1, meaning there's a 1 in a million chance of it leading to death. Skydiving has a risk of about 8 micromorts per jump. Driving about 230 miles by car has a risk of 1 micromort. Micromorts help put risks into perspective by giving a consistent measure across different activities, which can be helpful in decision-making and evaluating everyday risks. Fact 19. At any given time, there are over 1,000 species of bacteria living in the human mouth. The human mouth is home to an incredibly diverse microbial ecosystem with over 1,000 different bacterial species. These bacteria belong to various types, including Streptococcus. Species like Streptococcus mutans are commonly found in the mouth and play a role in the formation of dental plaque and tooth decay. Lactobacillus. Often associated with oral health, these bacteria can both protect and, in some cases, contribute to tooth decay by producing acids. Veillonella. These bacteria consume lactic acid, which can be helpful as they reduce the acid that contributes to tooth decay. The oral microbiome is complex, and while some of these bacteria can be beneficial, others can lead to issues like cavities, gum disease, and infections if oral hygiene is not maintained. Fact 20. Some houseplants, like English ivy, filter out indoor air toxins, including those from cleaning products. English ivy, Heterohelix, and other houseplants are known for their ability to filter indoor air. According to NASA's Clean Air study, plants like English ivy, peace lilies, and spider plants can absorb harmful chemicals such as benzene, formaldehyde, and trichloroethylene from the air. These toxins are often found in cleaning products, paints, and furniture. While houseplants can help improve indoor air quality, the level of filtration depends on the number of plants and the space in which they're kept. There you have it. We've just explored 20 random facts that may disturb you a little. Let me know in the comment which facts you found a little disturbing, and if you enjoyed today's facts, don't forget to like the video. Thank you for watching. Until next time, keep discovering one fact at a time.